Hi, welcome everybody to High Five Resale Shop. My name is Derek. Been selling on eBay for 19 years now, and I go through the stuff that sold over the weekend. This is to help people who are interested in starting eBay or currently doing eBay find items that are, bolos as they would call it, be on the lookout for, or just random things that you could find at a garage sale, a estate sale, thrift stores, that you can turn for profit on eBay. Pretty good weekend this weekend. Yes, a Sunday wasn't great. Let me see here. Friday and Saturday were decent. Thursday was bad. $32 in sales on Thursday, which was Thanksgiving, and then 186 on Friday, 211 on Saturday, $60 on Sunday, and then this morning I had one big order, but we've made $234 today on a big item, which we'll show you. It'll be probably the last thing I show you, but that was a good sale today. So we're going to start with the first thing on Friday that sold. And so I ship daily. So daily on business days. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, except on holidays. And sometimes, like, I really don't ship on Saturdays and Sundays. I kind of just stay away from that. But when we get closer to Christmas, maybe the 2 weekends in Christmas, before Christmas, I'll ship stuff on a Saturday just to get the moving faster, and so that it has a little extra time to get there. But normally I don't ship on Saturdays. And then whatever's on Friday I keep so I could show you guys. If it sells on Friday, I don't necessarily ship it out on Friday. Sometimes I do, most of the time I don't, because I want to show you guys the things I've sold on Friday. So like I said, a decent weekend with today's sale added in there. So $588 on 22 items. And let's go through those 22 items. Today is Monday, December 1st, Cyber Monday. It is also one of my daughter's birthdays today, so happy birthday to Ivy. She turns 9 today. So fun times. We got a birthday coming up in 2 days, which is the 3rd, and that is my wife's. So we went out for dinner last night and had hibachi. And some sushi, and that was delicious. And we'll probably have leftovers from that today at lunch. I promised my little girl I'd take her to the mall. And it's snowing. It was snowing here in Missouri. I don't know if it stopped. I really can't see. But it was snowing this morning in Missouri. Taking my wife to work, we saw at least a dozen car accidents. So hopefully it's done snowing and it won't be so. It's not necessarily me driving, because I grew up in Chicago and I drove in the winter a lot. But it's the other person. You have to watch out for the other person while they're driving, because you just don't know what people know and don't know, and if they're going to stop or not stop, or if they're going to stop in time, kind of thing. So always give yourself enough space. That's all I always say. The first thing is going to be this Play School Yogi Bear Look Boo Boo a picnic basket. It's a board puzzle. It's vintage. It's from 1980. It's 16 pieces. It's on this chipboard stuff. And that sold for $12 plus shipping on top. This came out of a consignment sale that was doing with the Boyd's Bears stuff and everything, and I'm trying to figure out an escape plan for that. Sale, I want to kind of be done with it. It's been going on for 3 or 4 years now that we have been doing that, so I need to get out of that sale. And I needed this. I need the space in the storage area, garage area. There's just 3 and 4 shelves that are being taken up by this stuff, and it doesn't sell. And I just need that space. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get out of that, and I'll probably be out of it shortly. The next item that's sold is this audio book, audio CD, $6.74 for McNally's Trial by Lawrence Sanders. It's from 2003, $6.74 plus shipping on top for that. The next thing is this pair of pants, number 008. Silver jeans, Tuesday boot cut, dark wash, denim blue jeans, 33 by 31. And I got this for $4 at a garage sale. Sold them for $21 plus shipping on top. So that was a pretty good turnaround on that. Got it this year in July at a garage sale. Silver jeans usually do pretty good. The more decorative stuff, the pockets with the stuff on them and everything. This is a textbook I had when I went to school, college, auxiliary textbook for statistics and quantitative analysis. This is the visual display of quantitative information by Edward Tufte, hardcover. It's 2006. It doesn't have a dust cover. It's never had a dust cover. I bought it, and I remember buying this textbook sort of thing for statistics and economic data stuff. I have a degree in economics from Northeastern Illinois University, and I remember buying this book. It was $70 when I bought it, and it is now worth $6.99 plus shipping on top. What? It didn't hold its value at all. So, that was not a good turnaround on a textbook there. The next item that's sold, and however long it took to sell that thing, because that was a long time ago. So it was before any of my children were born. So, and I have a 10-year-old, so it's over 10 years old. This mud, large, green teal with a metallic silver. I don't know if you can see that metallic silver knit in it. This size large, sold for $3.99 plus shipping on top. Not a great return. Mud stuff is sold at Kohl's, so I would stay away from that. It's probably something that I've just had forever. Let me cut these shrink wrap off of this. So this lot of 2 CDs sold, and I had this is the second time I've sold this same lot of 2 CDs by the same band. So it's Trips Shakespeare, album Lulu, and album Across the Universe. So these 2 CDs sold for $7.49 plus shipping on top. Next item. It doesn't say where this came from. It is a medium and Taylor blue-gray 3/4 sleeve pleated neck blouse, and this sold for $18.74 plus shipping. The next item that sold was a CD, Palace Music, Lost Blues and Other Songs. It says country, but I don't know anything about Palace Music. And this sold for $5 plus shipping on top. It's from Canada, so it's from Canada, eh? And let's see. The next thing that sold is this Athleta. Like track top type of deal. It's got the thumb holes in the arms. It's got the zipper pockets. Athleta is the Gap, Old Navy's athletic brand, and it is kind of pricey, and they don't have that many stores. It's a lot of online stuff. So this sold for $17.99 plus shipping on top. It's a black thing, and I swear it's got so much fuzz all over it. $17.99 plus shipping on top for that, and I got that from a Facebook Marketplace bag. It must not have been a very good bag, because the cost on a $20 bag is $4. So I got 5 items out of an entire bag. There was, 5 items out of an entire bag. That's not normal, and definitely wouldn't go back to that source again for those type of clothes. It sold for $17.99, so it basically covered the cost of the bag. So the other 4 items that were in that bag actually gonna make the profit for me. So the next item to sell was 0099 Chico's teal blue high waist stretch capri pants, size 1.5. That's Chico's size 1.5, which is a medium, or a size 10 cotton blend pants slacks. $18.74 plus shipping on top. Chico's is a brand I will buy every time I see it, as long as it's a decent price. Excuse me. Excuse me. That was bought at a garage sale for 75 cents cost, and that was bought in August of 2025. The next item that sold is this Ireland Rugby Championship 2011 windbreaker jacket with a hood. It's got some stuff on the back of the neck. This I've had for a long time, and that sold for $15 plus shipping on top. So the next item is this shirt. It's a J. Crew gold and white, well, it's more like an ivory striped boat neck blouse, top medium, and that's sold. This is a really nice shirt, actually. $10.99 plus shipping on top. It just has a really nice feel to it. The fabric is really nice. That it is really well made shirt. $10.99 plus shipping on top. That was an end and sell similar from March of this year. Ending and sell similar. I've been consistently trying to go and find the oldest listings in my store and weeding them out, looking at the clothes. Sometimes they have a stain on them, and or something in the listing is wrong. And actually, I think that either the algorithm, the computer sees that mistake that is made, or customers who look at it pass it by because they see the mistake that was made. And then I'm like, oh, no wonder that this didn't sell because of this, or this. It could be in the listing itself, or it could be on the piece of clothing or whatever. It could be the pictures are terrible, because as you do this eBay thing, you are gaining knowledge, and your listings are getting better and better and better, and your photos are getting better and better and better. When I started eBay and stuff, I would be like, well, that stuff doesn't really matter. I'll concentrate on this and this. And then maybe because you can't be really good at everything all when you start, so you're like, I'm going to concentrate on this, and that isn't that important. And then you get like, I don't know, half a year later, three quarters of the year later, and you're like, no, it seems like that thing did matter. So let me start to focus on this, and this. And so like, not that I never thought that the photos didn't matter, but the lighting I was using wasn't the greatest lighting. Like when I started, I was using flash photography, which doesn't really bring out all the colors that you need sometimes, or it washes out stuff. I was using the wrong background. I didn't even know it. I was just trying to be fancy. I was using this damask background, black and white damask background, and I just wanted my photos to, if you saw something on eBay and you saw that print behind it, you knew it was mine. That's what I wanted people to recognize. Oh, that I bought from that person before, and that was really good stuff. So I'm just looking through for his stuff, not thinking that people would actually go into my store if they really wanted to find all of my stuff. So that was one thing that was not really good thinking. I've always known that the titles were very important. There are some people, and you can find them on eBay today, and they have the worst titles of all time, and because it's like 3 or 4 words. They give you 80 characters, man. Use every single one you can. I'm shortening words all the time. Instead of putting short sleeve, I put SS sometimes, just because I want to get another word in there. And short sleeve isn't that important to the person that's buying the item. Everybody has a different saying of what needs to go first and what needs to go second and stuff. But my general philosophy is brand name, what kind of item it is, gender, size, color, and then keywords. And that's for clothing, basically. But if you can lock in, like, how would somebody actually search for this? How do you think somebody would actually search for this? Like, Ralph Lauren polo. And those are your first 3 words, and then you put the color after it. You might lock in the first search result just because you matched exactly what the person searched. So there's that. What else didn't I think was important? I didn't think the attributes or the details section was very important. And then I found out about left-hand navigation. Left-hand navigation is on the left hand of the screen, where they can pick the size and weed everything out from that, or they can pick the brand and weed everything out from that. That is all done from the item specifics or the item attributes. The item specifics is the second portion of the listing that you fill out. And so that's basically anybody who's using left-hand navigation, that's the tool that's separating all those things. Is every single one of those boxes necessary? Absolutely not. And you can tell, let me go in here. You can tell, like this particular one, it says the type of collectible, and there's 5.4 thousand searches used by the left-hand navigation. So that's important. You're going to want to put that information in there. The country of origin, it doesn't say that anybody is searched by country of origin. Some people may want to know that it's made in the USA or something like that for a specific purpose, but that's what that is, and that's what that's telling you. Let me go back. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, and then, when I stepped it up with these lights for pictures, and my picture's getting better, and then I get more sales. So you improve, you get better, and your listings and your sales get better. And then on top of that, you start picking better stuff because you're a better reseller. And so you sell more because you get better stuff. You sell more at a higher price because you're picking better stuff. So if you keep picking the same junk over and over, like the Boyd's Bears thing was great. I didn't have anything at the time, and these things sell for about $5 a piece. Maybe, for me, because I'm sharing it with somebody else. So, they're not high dollar item things. Even if I had the whole amount, it's just $10. If you could find something that's worth $30 and $40, then you're making some money. But you wouldn't want to sit around waiting for all these Boyd's Bears to sell. You're not going to make any money off of that. So the next time you see them, you're like, do I want to buy it? I don't think so. I'll let somebody else do that, because there is somebody else who's going to grab them, and they're going to put them up, and maybe they're at a lower tier than you in what price range they're looking for to get back, or it's just the end user, the collector, that's collecting them. That's the other thing. But you're constantly grabbing better and better stuff to resell, because you're a better and better reseller every day. Every day you learn something new. Every day you get a little bit better. The next item that sold is this jacket. It's Athletic Works gray camo hooded long sleeve jacket coat, large, size 12-14, and pretty nice jacket there. It's very light though. It's not gonna be a winter coat or anything like that. And that sold for $24.74. We probably need a fleece under it if you were gonna wear it out in the cold. The next item that's sold is this deer gray white, and this is really like a white. Long sleeve hoodie, large, and it sold for $7.49 plus shipping on top. Had that a long time, and then sold similar. July. September. And it sold similar in September of this year. So the next item that sold is another CD, Clock Hammer by Kleinfeller, Alt Indie. This sold for $4.99 plus shipping on top. The next item that sold is this little crop top with these geese on it, or these, it looks like geese to me. Small, it's got the little tie waist over here, and it's from Whispers, and it didn't sell for very much. It sold for $5.99 plus shipping on top. The next item that sold is again from the Boyd's Bears sale, a consignment sale, and it is this vintage record and book called Santa's Magic Mirror, and it's from 1982. And it's got this little mirrored book in here, you know, colored pictures in here. And then it's got one of these really floppy records. I guess it's from Avon. I don't know if I saw that before. That. And then it's got the stickers that are not used. So I don't know where the stickers go. And then the record. And it came in this envelope. So that sold for $5 plus shipping on top. The next item I don't have out. I'll have to grab it from over here. It's a Boyd's Bears. It's Starla Angel Hope. It's a little blue bear reaching for a star. It's a figurine with the box. And it's sold for $5.56 plus shipping on top. It's, you know, yay tall, and it'll go in a 8x4x6 box. The next item that's sold is this 1975 self-titled CD, indie rock, pop. Can't remember what their song was. Let me see if I have. Let me see here. The Sound, is that on here? That is not on here. The Sound is the song that I really liked from the 1975. But it looks like I haven't listened to the whole CD because I downloaded this before I listed it. And it looks like Money is a good song. Chocolate is a good song. So, there you go. That one is $7.49 plus shipping on top. I have thousands and thousands of CDs to go through. They're in an area where I can't get to them right now. I have boxed that stuff in with other stuff in front of it. And it's going to be really a hard process to get to the CDs. Somebody gave me 9, boxes of CDs that are like this big. They're almost so heavy. It took 2 people to move them. They're so heavy. I don't know how this dude got them out of his vehicle. But thank you to my friend Jeff who did give them to me. But I haven't gone through any of them yet. And I had it at the point where I could get to them. And then I had to unload my box truck into that room where they're at. And now I have to, rearrange everything to be able to do that. So I think I'm going to need a little space in here to stack up CDs somewhere. And I think it's going to be like over in this corner here. And I'm going to just have, boxes and boxes and boxes of CDs. So I'll have to figure out how to make that happen. The first process is to take pictures of the pants. I have 3 bins of men's pants here that I want to get out of this room. And that'll be the next, maybe if there's 20 pairs of pants in each of these, 60, maybe 60 to 70 listings. The next 60 to 70 listings are going to be men's pants. There's some stuff like this Rockaware in some of them. And then there's some Pepe jeans in one of them. So some 90s type style Y2K 90s style jeans in there. So that's really cool. They should command a premium amount. But that's the next move, is to get those out so that I can move the CDs there. But that's a process. I would also like to get rid of this Boys Bears boxes that are over here and be done with that whole sale. Somebody wants to say hi. So this is Mellow. He is anything but mellow. But when he was a baby, he just basically sat and did nothing. but this is mellow. Can you say hi? Hi. And there's nothing like the love between the love of a the dad and the pet that he didn't want. So this is my pal, my buddy. All right, there you go. The next item that's sold is this green purse. It's just non-brand specific. Whenever you get something like this, what you can do to help it sell, if it's like it has unbranded, but it's nice and you think it'll sell, add qualifiers like this is vegan, because it's not leather. It's vegan and all that other stuff that somebody might look up that way. This is olive sage green pleather shoulder strap bag, handbag, purse with a magnetic closure. And this sold for $5.98. And this ended sells similar from January, February, March, April, May of this year. It's a hard sell when you don't have a brand name to put in front of it. People have no way of looking it up. They just need to run across it. So a lot of times they don't sell for much, even though it might be a nice item. It just won't sell for much. The next item had a while. It's this Hallmark 2022 Christmas tree ornament, Baby's First Christmas. So either somebody broke this and had to replace it, or they didn't think about it when the baby was born, because it says Baby's First Christmas 2022. So it's the only thing I could come up with. Somebody broke it, or somebody forgot to order one way back when. Then the last item, the coup de grace, is this Kohler Artifacts. Kohler Artifacts is like the top notch. If you see Kohler Artifact stuff, try and figure out if you can get it for cheap, a reduced price, so you can resell it, because it is the top notch stuff. Kohler Artifacts widespread spout column vintage nickel new open box. And so you don't get handles with this one, you just get the spout, and then it's got the drain plug in there. So there's a few more parts in here, which I checked them, made sure all the parts were there. So this sold for $199 plus shipping on top. It was originally up for $399, I think, and on their website I think it's like $700 or $800. So this is the way the conversation goes in my mind when somebody offers me $199 for something that I paid basically $1 for. Hey man, can I have this for $199? And I'm like, I absolutely will take your $199 for this thing that I purchased for $1. It's fair. So I always think of the offers like that. Is there a lot of room? Somebody could still make a ton of money off of it if they're just trying to resell it. But I don't know who would really venture out to do that, unless I would just think it's a contractor who is saying, I got this item, he get it at a discount, but he could put in the MSRP in the bill when he bills it out. So that is what I think is happening there. He found the levers or whatever somewhere else. So it is what it is, and I'm glad to take that person's $199 and send him that beautiful sink column. So that's it. That's everything that's sold. 22 items, 3 days, 23 items in 3 days. Did something else sell? Something else sold. Okay, so pause this and I will be right back. Okay, and then that's crazy. I was fumbling around stuff this morning, and I had this bat in my hand for like 20 seconds, and this sold. So this little MLIB Miners Springfield Cardinals souvenir bat. It's like 17 inches long and one inch by 1 inch, and it's sold Century Towel. It's like a giveaway. So for $11.99 plus shipping on top. So that's cool. I mean, that happens a lot. Like you pick something up and then it sells, a little bit later. That's pretty interesting. One thing I wanted to share with everybody, which I have come across with the bathroom fixtures and everything that I've been selling, stay away from Delta fixtures, okay? I've gotten several of these, and I've gotten several of these taken down from eBay. Delta, for some reason, I mean, they're like the least expensive brand of things. They're actively looking for people who have their stuff up, and they take them down. I can't remember what that's called for their like non-compete thing. It's not fair, but your bottom of the line bathroom fixture people are really don't want you selling their stuff on eBay, and they're gonna lie about your ability to sell it. So this stuff will just get sold at a garage sale, or it's polished chrome. I don't know if I put polished chrome in any of my bathrooms, but I'll just sell this stuff at a garage sale. Not a big deal to me, but I just want to let everybody know that they have been taking those down, even though I haven't been using any stock photos or anything in there. They just take them down off the website. The other thing that I won't sell, obviously you can't sell outer boxes. Everybody will tell you that, which are the phone covers. They have a proprietary, thing, so phones don't get damaged. But those, they get taken out every time you put them up. But Puma stuff, I don't put up Puma stuff. They take down stuff all the time, so I would never bother with anything Puma. And anyway, nobody wants it anyway, so nobody's buying Puma anyway. Everybody wants Nike and Adidas and Under Armour and all the other ones. So it's like the last brand you would think about when you're buying athletic wear. But that's everything I got. If you have any questions, comments, put them down below. I'd love to answer anybody's questions they have for me. And remember that Jesus wants to have a relationship with you. Christmas is on the way. A great way to get into a church is to just check out Christmas programs at churches and find out which ones are biblically sound. And find yourself a church and start reading the Bible. The Bible is an instruction manual that God gave us to live our lives. So if you come across anything cool on your thrift store finds, make sure to give yourself a self high five. See you next time.